We have an historic show today, one that we have not done before. Post-pandemic, we were blessed with a number of angels. Sam's Tailor was blessed with a number of angels. I mean, the pandemic has been brutal to us. The first angel was the one, I believe, that infected many others. And that person's name, this king's name, is Art Freedland. On December the 16th, 2020, whilst I'd already been bleeding all of the pandemic, remember the pandemic hit us first, I received an email message: I am pulling the trigger. Prefer email communication at first. WhatsApp is fine as well if necessary as time goes on. I am a daily Instagram viewer of Roshan. Much respect to him. In all walks of life, you want the person by your side that makes you a better person. Roshan's work ethic, love of his craft, and relationship driven is to be admired. I want him and Sam's on my team. Looking for my first order: 2 sports coats, autumn, winter, and 4 dress shirts, 2 whites, subtly classy pattern, a medium blue subtle pattern, and a pin check type pattern. I'm a 61-year-old male who is looking to add my sport coat to my sport coat wardrobe. My closet is about 60% traditional Brooks Brothers, golden fleece line, 25% Canali, 10% private label, and a few Brioni. Most of my sport coats and suiting are structured in the classic boxy style. As reference, I'm off the rack 38R on my shoulders and upper chest, and a 39R around the waist, a bit of a belly. I'm big into fabric texture. For these sport coats, I'm looking for a autumn winter soft subtle fabric. I am big into cashmere and cashmere wool silk blends for those seasons. At least one of the 2 I would prefer unstructured, with half or minimal lining in a blue pattern that would look as well with jeans as well as chinos. That one may have patch pockets if the style warrants. I trust your direction and guidance. I look forward to the relationship. I am familiar with the process somewhat from the library and daily upload updated video feeds. And then I have his measurements. Of course, I was very enamored to receive this email. I felt extremely chuffed. Now I receive emails like this every single day. Okay? Praising me and wanting to start work with me. It's great, you know what I mean? But little did I know what zone I would be entering with this remarkable angel. Because Art Freedland is the king. And those of you who are my regular viewers and even intermittent viewers know that there is no guy like this guy. He is an absolute tidal wave. He is a tsunami. And it is all love, genuine love, that emanates from him. The man is remarkable. He is a visionary. There's nobody like him. And today we're lucky enough to jump into the, I hesitate to call it man cave, but I think I should call it man cave of the one and only Art Freedland. So here we go. Let us FaceTime this great man and see what he has in store for us. Come on, let's see. Why are you not working? There we go.
Wait.
No problem. You take your time.
Am I there?
You are there. Now remember, forget about the laptop. Just go in. Yeah, take turns if you get tired.
Can you see me? Okay.
We can see you great. We can see you great. So
How we doing?
we're doing great. I think most people watching know you. You descended upon my life just over 2 years ago. And what an incredible journey it's been. We have made you the most insane stuff over the past 2 years. It never started as basic, but it did start as jackets, right? But oh my goodness, what we have made you along the way, it is just sensational. I purged most of 2021, okay? This is just 2022. Brief after brief after brief of stuff that we've worked on together. Look at that, baby. I mean, there's just so many incredible highlights of things that we've done. And, you know, there's been so much learning and discovery for the audience and my team who didn't have the experience of working with exotic and extreme fabric, such as, you know, this Hesworth lining, such as Carlo Barbera. Guys, follow my voice. Come on, wake up. Okay? Such as, you know, Laura Piana Cashmere Wish. Okay? Super 170s woolen cashmere. You know what I mean? Super 170s. Ridiculous stuff. You know what I mean? Just absolutely insane. Look at this Laura Piana Pure Cashmere. We just went on and on and on. Do you remember Fire Opal from Hesworth? Okay?
Absolutely.
We have done everything. You know what I mean? We did alpaca. Cheruti alpaca. All right? It is just insane what we've done together. You know what I'm saying? The best of Vitali Barberis. You know what I mean? I'm a big fan of Vitali Barberis, but nobody does Vitali Barberis like you do. Okay? Look at this, baby. I wonder if we did one of those. It looks very familiar.
What we did do, which we'll show in a bit, is early on I did shirts made out of Vitali Barberis fabric.
We did Stand Even. Okay? And then obviously lots and lots of Piacenza. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Lots and lots of Piacenza. Which is what everybody loves. If only they could afford it. We even did Salviati, right? We have done it all. We have been on an incredible journey. So today, why don't you tell us what we're doing? Where we are?
I think what we're going to do is a chronological history of the projects. I just put on my first sport coat. This was project number 1. Let me undo the dinner button. All these garments, by the way, are from you and the team, starting with the trousers, which is part of a suit, which we'll go through later. This is Piacenza. It's 92% cashmere and 8% silk. We have a great Sam shirt. Wanted to be a little bold with the color. I didn't want to be too monochromatic. When I did the sleeves today, I did the regular sleeve down, and then I did one backed up a bit to show the contrasting color on the cuff. Got my cufflinks. And this is Xenia fabric. We started from the go-get with Xenia fabric.
So what I wanted to ask, you first stumbled across one of my live streams on TikTok? Was that how it happened?
Actually, Instagram. I wasn't that much of a TikTok user. I was more Instagram, though I perused both. I stumbled upon it, as we discussed early on. I had a pretty good bench of wardrobe.
But, you know, generally, Instagram doesn't have an FYP, right? You know what I mean? If you come across someone's live stream or their stories, it's generally because you're following them. So how did you?
I searched.
You were searching for a bespoke tailor at the time?
I believe I searched. I'm not sure whether... I don't remember for sure whether I first went on the internet and found you and then went to your Instagram, or I did a search on Instagram and found you. I don't think it was TikTok initially.
Well, it's great. I mean, I'm so happy we found each other. It's all down to you. So
it's been one of the greatest relationships I've had.
Me too. And so how long did you watch me for before you pulled the trigger?
Not that long. Probably only probably a month, less than a month. I think we started, if I remember correctly, December 16th of 2020.
Yep.
And I pulled the gun relatively, quickly. I mean, so much of your presentation and your manner is not only endearing, but just, you have your family history behind you. You have your love of the craft and your management skills. What makes you a great, I mean, we've never discussed this really, but what makes you a great manager, aside from your any relationships with staff or professional relationships, you meet people where they're at, whether it's a first-time buyer, whether it's for a bar mitzvah suit or a wedding, or someone who's a seasoned fashion person. You meet people where they're at on their terms, and you know the way in which to bring them along. And it's absolutely a wonderful thing to see from somebody who is a business person.
I'm going to ask you to pause for 1 minute while I go yell at someone, okay? You know what I mean?
Hi, everyone. I set up my man cave.
No, used to have fucking stuff.
All the stuff. It took a while to parse.
I have to go and fucking shout at everybody.
Well worth it.
It's much easier. You know what I've learned? It's just shout at everyone. You know what I mean? Yourself. Don't depend on others. You know what I mean? Land of the free and the home of the brave is Asia now. Go on. Go on. I apologize.
So anyway, what strikes me looking at you as a business person, or a business manager, that you just are so, like I said, you meet people where they're at, whether it's somebody who's an absolute newbie for the first time buying their first suit to start an accounting position or go for an interview, or someone like me who had an extensive wardrobe that was probably in a little bit of a higher demographic as far as age, or someone like Jay, who's, has a lot of disposable income and has a larger-than-life personality. You work with them so well, and you make each person feel equally at home and comfortable with working with you.
Okay, now you understand the angle that I want. Why don't you try to set it up here so you don't have to hold the whole time? What do you think? What do you think is best? Should we try to find it? Sorry, I'm just tuning the team in to everything, but I'm listening.
It looks pretty good on TikTok. I have a whole tripod situation with my. Oh, okay, you're doing it off the. It looks good.
I don't know yet. So I just wanted the team to understand what we're doing, okay, so that they can be attuned.
Too bad you can't use the stands you have just permanently aimed at the laptop.
No, that's what I'm doing now. There.
Oh, okay.
I've got one stand aimed at the laptop, and I think we should be good in that one. Now I'm going to try the next one on Insta. Just going to adjust this a bit. I've zoomed in also. Just want to make sure the audience is okay. I also don't want to tire my team out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Can you see? I think we're good there. Just trying to get
you. Might be a little bit zoomed in. I think you're missing the top of my head. Not that you're missing much. Zoom out a little.
Zoom out a little bit, and I start to get the keyboard. That's the only thing.
Oh, I got you. Then maybe go up a little, show a little the higher part of the screen.
There. I think we got it.
That's good. Perfect.
Okay.
Yep.
Now let's try the same thing if we can get it on Insta.
Except when I stand up, maybe.
I'll adjust it then. We'll still have hands on
Okay.
deck if need be. Okay, we still have hands on deck if need be.
So what I did in preparation for this is I parsed out, which is now a good significant part of my wardrobe, if not, an overwhelming part now, all the items from my closet. Shirts, I got almost all of them. Ties. As a matter of fact, on the ties, I'm just going to show you briefly.
Yeah.
The heavier ties, I have in a beautiful. Let me just see how this. It's a wood case. These are for the ones that are either velvet. I'm just trying to figure out the angle here. Nope, wrong way.
You guys are not interested in watching this.
Yeah, but anyway, it's velvet ties. It's the okay. But anyway.
No, you're looking fine, bro. You need to chill. Where you are and stuff, you look good. Those,
Okay, so what this is, these are the more heavyweight ties that I had to put in a different case than my normal display storage case for my ties, because these are either thick cashmere ties that you made or velvet ties. And then also we have some pocket squares that you made custom, and also some shirt stays, some metal Sam's shirt stays.
mm-hmm. I love that case, bro.
Yeah, it's beautiful. A gentleman in Portugal made it for me. And then, as all people who want to take care of your great garments, I have my steamer here.
Amazing. You follow all my advice.
And my computer section there, which you probably can't see that well, but it has where I do some of the mock-ups and stuff, and these mock-ups are in advance of what we're going to be doing with Jay with his safari jacket.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a whole garment rack here. I'm going to slide it over rather than taking the camera off.
Mm-hmm.
A double.
Have you got both the Instagram and the TikTok up and running in front of you?
No, I only have the TikTok facing me, and the camera is forward facing, so I can't see my camera because it gives a reverse image if you do it. Anyway, so this is a garment rack in chronological order of all the garments.
And how's the view looking of yourself?
It looks fine. How does it look for you?
It looks great. I just want to make sure that that you're happy with it.
Oh, I'm fine with it. And then I have my shirts on the back wall hung up. 2 trousers, the morning trousers.
Okay, I wanna lead this now. Come forward and come to us. Okay,
Sure.
So this was the first jacket I ever made you. Okay, let's pick up from that. Come closer to the screen
I
now.
believe I'm not wearing my readers. This is Xenia Trofeo Cashmere.
Come closer to the screen. Come close to the screen. So we did a 1 button, a narrow peak lapel, slanted pockets, half lining. We used the famous cherry blossoms lining at the time, overlapping buttons on the cuff, accent color buttonholes, button thread stitching. The absolute works. So this was jacket number 1. Okay, so this was the proof in the pudding. All right, you're obviously enamored, otherwise you wouldn't have pulled the trigger.
Absolutely.
So take us now to the vision for jacket number 2. What came next?
Jacket number 2 was actually a suit. This was, I think I did Xenia for the most part from the
and we have the glorious lips lining, a sensational accent color piping, my signature waistcoat, the U-shaped 4 button. Can you go ahead and put on just the jacket?
Absolutely.
Such a beautiful interior. That piping is so bold. You know what I mean? The piping around the lining. It looks so sensational.
Showcase that. Yeah. It really just frames the inside so well.
So well. And the way you described it is perfect. It frames the inside. So a single button, a fish mouth lapel, a barchetta breast pocket, angle pockets, and my signature kissing pocket. Tremendous waisting inside the jacket, slight roping on the shoulder.
Now this fabric is Xenia 15 mil 15, which I think equates for them about Super 170 or Super 175. It's one of the better lines. To me, Xenia, Piacenza to me is the top of the food chain. Then neck and neck, Laura Piana and Xenia. Xenia has a tremendous, tremendous books and a tremendous fabric line.
Just want to make sure I got you in the full frame and I'm not cutting your head out. Yep, I got you. Okay, so awesome. Let's go at a more rapid pace when we're doing how we got to know each other. Okay, because we're going to want to spend a slower pace on the really inventive stuff. But yes, take us through it chronologically.
We'll just do a quick. This was again. This was Trofeo 600. This was superfine Australian wool.
Go ahead and put it on.
It has the McQueen.
McQueen with the piping. Another Xenia.
The McQueen. Alexander McQueen, known for
Skulls.
bulky sneakers, high fashion,
And this was the first deep press stitch that we did for you.
This was a great deep press stitch. You just have to know which to use when. They're both, neither is better than the other, but they both have their place depending on the garment and how you want to present it, and what the fabric is like.
Now, coming across the screen, it almost looks like the deep press stitch is in a different color.
Yeah, it seems to be. It's in a, well, because it's a almost, I don't know if it's a bird's eye, but for sake of discussion, it's a lightweight bird's eye. So because of it, I think they went with a little bit of a darker. You had a choice. You could have either done it in a lighter stitch or a darker, but either way.
But this has come out phenomenal. The outline just looks exceptional. Amazing. Just exceptional. The Barchetta breast pocket.
The tone of the breast pocket is fantastic.
So there's so much that we did together that I then adopted into my ever-evolving buffet of style attributes, and then my signature style. You have been a big part of my evolution the last couple of years.
Right.
Let's keep going. I love this.
This is Cerruti.
So this is jacket number 4, right? I want to keep count.
This is suit number 2, jacket garment number 4, and this is suit number 2.
Yeah.
This is Cerruti. It's a.
Is it the Turbo 180?
This is I believe Nobility 150. We have a 180 coming up.
So my signature cut waistcoat, deep press stitch, raw mother of pearl buttons, correct? From what I'm seeing.
Absolutely. They're great because each one has to have their unique character.
Yeah, accent color on the buttonhole. The jacket is just immense. Completely my signature cut. Lots of waisting, single button, kissing ticket pocket, piping around the lining. Just magnificent.
Oh, pardon me.
It's got it all.
It's magnificent.
Let's keep going.
I've gotten to also the beautiful contrasting stitching on the lapel, which looks.
And we used every flannel that Vitaly Barberis had available to us initially in solids for each jacket collar.
Yes, for the Melton. Yeah, and then this was probably again Xenia.
Beautiful.
A tiny, mini, micro herringbone.
And this was the first gauntlet cuff we did.
This was the first gauntlet cuff that came out magnificent.
Go ahead and put it on and show off the gauntlet cuffs.
Oh, absolutely. Also, back to my history of being a bit of a Brooks Brothers consumer, I've always liked the Bengal stripe in any color.
I love Bengal stripes. You know that about me. Let's see that gauntlet cuff. Your first gauntlet cuff. Can you pull it apart a little bit? With the lining as well. You and me are so ahead of the curve, bro. Right?
Just the craftsmanship is simply amazing. The cut, the feel, it's magnificent.
So we're now 5 jackets down. What's going through your mind? You mean first quarter 2021?
I'm getting, I'm a streak player. Once I'm on something in my life, I keep on going. And at this point, I'm on a roll, and at this point, I just didn't foresee it ever stopping, and I was enjoying it. As we get a little bit further along, you'll see the evolution of when I really start designing stuff and really becoming, more advanced and really putting my own flair on certain things. This is a midway to light sport coat. Again, Xenia.
With the half lining, with one of my favorite stripe linings.
Yes. It's a beautiful, I think it's a maroon stripe. Really,
go ahead and put it on.
Oh, okay. And for the most part, in the I'm doing in the notch family. I don't. Oh no, there was.
We did it. We've done a couple of peaks so far. These first 6 jackets.
I'm somebody, because I guess I'm a little bit more traditional, even though
Okay.
not so
Now
much
stand there and
anymore.
pose while I talk the audience through this. Okay. Come one step forward for me. We don't care about the trousers. Yeah. So single button, a glorious metal button. If the audience looks across the screen, right, they can see that the matching of the stripes horizontally is just magnificent. The audience can see how soft the shoulders are. The shoulders have nothing there. They're just touch art. And then we have the roping at the end, the perk up at the end.
I didn't even realize this early on.
So just glorious roping, and of course the barchetta breast pocket with the curve and kick. I love this jacket. It's absolutely immense. It fits you perfectly. It satisfies how you want something to fit. Let's go on to the next one.
Next one, Vitaly Barbaris. It's a double line, mini check or a window pane. Probably
definitely. I would still say it's a mini. I would still say it's a window pane. This is just sensational.
This is beautiful.
The gleam on it is just incredible.
I'm not somebody for suiting that likes large patterns.
Yeah.
Very large window panes. So to me, this was the largest I would go for trousers that had, a window pane.
The roping on the shoulder is immense. Quintuple button cuff, gauntlet cuff, stacked pockets. The lining inside the gauntlet cuff just pops. Amazing horn buttons. Glorious roping on the shoulders. The roping on the shoulders is just immense. Can you turn the collar up?
Up, okay.
Up, yes. Just beautiful flannel underneath the collar. Can you pull back the pop vent? Can we see the pop vent? Yes, that is a pop vent and half lining inside the jacket. Magnificent. The roping on the shoulder is just immense.
Way, it really is a good investment, for your clothes, if you can, to get cedar hangers.
This is what my personal closet back home is stacked with.
Because it absorbs moisture. When you have very fine wool, if you have a potential of getting moths, it solves that potential situation. Now, this was my first venture into something a little bit bolder.
Yes.
This is
Xenia.
Xenia Anti-Prima.
Exactly.
This is 100% silk.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I look like a candy striper.
No, not at all.
It's a fantastic summer. It's a fantastic summer jacket.
Almost seersucker-like, right?
Yes, the feel has the texture of
seersucker.
The lines are alternating, thick and thin. The
Paris lining, half lining. And we haven't even hit jacket 10 yet. And all of these are made by me.
Yes, absolutely. The next one, I believe, is a suit. I guess you'd call it a taupe.
And you've got my Fred Flintstone 2023 lining inside.
Yes.
And this is the first 3 roll 2 that we did.
And this is Vitaly Barbaris.
Okay.
It's probably super. I'm not sure, actually.
Okay, let's go ahead and put this jacket on because this is just exceptional.
By the way, the interior.
Glorious half lining. Excellent fish mouth lapel.
It's a nice color. It's a little, it works out well because it's not traditional. It's not brown. It's not blue. It just hits that sweet spot.
Sensational gauntlet cuff, overlapping buttons on the cuff, accent color buttonhole stitching on both the cuff and the lapel, roping on the shoulder, 3 roll 2, accent color buttonhole stitching in the roll of the lapel. Can you show that off? You don't want to do this one. I have to do this also.
There we go.
I love the accent color in the roller lapel. It is just phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Now the next one. Now we're starting to get into bigger boy territory.
Yes.
This is at the point where I start really self-designing. This is, as Jay will know, the creme, almost the creme, short of 100% Vicuna. This is the creme de la creme. This is Piacenza. This is the Cocoon line.
Okay, so this was our first Piacenza project together.
Yes, and I went all in. This has a beautiful shawl collar. It's very soft. It's sweater-like. This is 80% baby cashmere, so it's the first beginning coat, the softest part of when they shear the cashmere, and it's 20% Vicuna, and Vicuna is by far the most expensive fabric on the planet, and what makes fabric expensive is scarcity.
Okay, now let's say that all again, because I think we've got the audience's ears pricked up. So this is Piacenza from the Cocoon collection.
Yes.
Okay, it is 80% baby Vicuna.
Well, 80% baby cashmere and 20% Vicuna.
Incredible. Large shawl collar, magnanimous large buttons. Now these buttons, are they the Marzoni or did you send me these?
I'm not sure whether these might be yours. I don't know if you had Marzoni at the time, but it's Marzoni. We carried them. No, these aren't Marzoni. I'm not sure at this point whether I started sending you buttons.
No, I think these are from mine. I recognize them. Okay.
Yes.
You've got patch pockets. Go ahead and put your hands into the patch pockets. All right. Beautiful. Go ahead and turn up your collar.
This fabric is probably the best fabric I own.
It is immense. Can we take a look at the interior?
Yes. Now again, with fabric, the price, and the quality has to do with scarcity. And Vicuna it's like 1/10 to 1% of the population of.
And this is the first minimalistic that we did.
This is the first minimalistic.
Now, can we show the audience the Piacenza label?
Oh, absolutely.
Great. And can we show the audience what we've done? So we've done large coat buttons on the front. And then jacket buttons on the sleeve, correct?
Yes, and 3 of them because we used large ones.
So are those the large coat buttons on the sleeve? No, those are the jacket buttons on the sleeve.
These are what would be on the front of a jacket on the sleeve.
Yes.
And this would be what you would do on a long coat.
Incredible. And
really
so this was the first out of the box item, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
But we were still thinking jackets, right? We hadn't reinvented the wheel just yet.
Yes, and then this was Xenia Heritage. I'll just show this briefly. We have a lot of magnificent things to show. It looks like a semi-notch lapel, very nice.
Yes.
Contrast stitching.
Gauntlet cuff.
Gauntlet cuff. Again, a 3-button sleeve with metal
buttons.
Metal buttons.
So we're still working from buttons from my collection.
Yes, and then what works out well for these is because the antique look works very well and complements the tone of the jacket.
And the tiny pop vent at the back. We started to get more and more aggressive with that. And half lining. Vitaly Barbera's flannel underneath the collar and half lining.
Yes, half lining.
And this was the Marilyn Monroe lining?
Yes, actually. Yes.
Incredible. Just incredible. So we finally made it into double digits.
Yes. Now, this jacket was my first venture into Marzoni.
Okay.
And this is minimalistic. It is 100% linen. The one thing, there's many good things about Marzoni. They have, from my experience, the widest variety of fabrics by far.
Nobody has more than Marzoni.
They're a great merchant. They seek out, they really cultivate their line very well. They're really a magnificent, magnificent fabric, whether it be the heavyweight coat, and they have the patterns are just excellent. They just have the largest variety of fabric and patterns of anybody I've come across.
So did we finally use a Marzoni button for this?
Yes.
So this was our first Marzoni button.
Double stamped.
Double stamped. I love it. I love it that it's double stamped. Single button, patch pockets, gauntlet cuff, peak lapel, deep press stitch, barchetta brush pocket. Just absolutely sensational. The fabric is beautiful. So this is our first time using a secondary button as well. So the evolution continued. Okay, so we moved into Marzoni button, secondary button. We nailed minimalistic for you. It started to become your staple. No one does minimalistic like we do. Now, what's the lining? Is it a Marzoni lining?
What's that?
Is it the Marzoni lining? Can we take a closer look at the lining?
You would know.
No, this is the limited edition that I have on my Scabal suit.
Okay.
So I think only you and me have that lining.
Okay, and this is beautiful. I believe this is a three-pocket suit. This is Piacenza. This is silk and cashmere.
Yes.
This is Panera. This is cashmere silk.
Yeah. So I had the same thing in my brown, correct?
Exactly.
50% wool, 50% silk.
The brown one you're wearing now, right?
I'm not wearing the brown today. I'm wearing a Scabal today.
No, I didn't mean today.
Yeah.
And
so
this is Piacenza lining, the most expensive. What other mills will charge per meter or yard for their regular fabric? Pretty good mills is what.
No. It's more expensive than that. The Piacenza is insane. The Piacenza lining costs more than anybody else's fabric. You know what I mean? Only some Cerruti fabrics are more expensive than Piacenza lining.
Aside from Laura Piana, Zegna, and the high-end Cerruti. Yes, this
but
lining.
Are you sure this is the Piacenza lining? Can I take a closer look?
I think maybe I'm mistaken.
I think this is Piacenza. Or is it Hesworth? I don't think we made it to the Piacenza just yet on the linings.
You know what? You are probably right.
Yeah. So this is not Piacenza. This was your first Hesworth lining. Okay? From the Fantasia collection. Yes. Okay? So for this, we went out and we waited for months for the Piacenza stock to arrive. Okay? Yes. And we waited a couple of weeks for the Hesworth stock to arrive. Okay? Now, this was your second Piacenza garment. And your first Hesworth lining. So the journey continued. Now, what buttons have we got on there?
I'm not sure. I may have provided these. This might have been.
No, those are still mine. So stay there. I want you to stay there. Hold on. Hold your cuff up and come forward. Hold your cuff up and come forward. Keep coming forward. Keep coming forward. One more step. Okay. So just for the audience, look at the texture of this fabric. Now, this is 50% cashmere, 50% silk. It is one of the finest fabrics on the planet. Everyone asks me, which is your most expensive suit? Which is your most expensive suit? This is probably the most expensive suit Art bought from me. The three-piece was over 10,000 US. It is just a remarkable fabric. The wonderful part about this, it gives you the look of a suit, the look of a linen suit, the look of a cotton suit. This crushed look is just amazing.
It's so versatile.
Did you happen to touch your camera or something?
No.
Because you've gotten out of focus.
Oh, that's very weird. That is a bit weird. I wonder if...
Is it your Wi-Fi?
Well, I think we're on camera. We're on phone, right? Rather than... Oh, wait.
No, you're back.
Clearing up?
You're back. You're back fine.
Okay, good. Now, this is the first venture into self-design.
Yes.
I think this was my Sportigan.
Mm-hmm. This is the Sportigan.
This is cashmere, which like I said, this is Hesworth cashmere which I'm not sure if it's Colombo who actually is the mill that makes it, but it's Hesworth.
So this is your first ever sport again, your self-design.
Self-designed sport again, because what I wanted is, now as we progress, I said to myself, rather than have suiting and sport coats, which I don't wear that much, I'd like to have regular clothes. And you were, the best person to do that. It also gave me the customization, aside from the fit specific to me, it gave the customization of something that I couldn't get off the rack. So we have a one button. It has no lapel, no collar, secondary fabric with just like a touch of piping to give it a little bit more character. Patch pockets with an interior little pocket.
And
closed back.
The build up to this, you had the confidence to vest in me to really start bringing. We're already bringing your visions to life, but really start bringing stuff that was never ever done before, that did not exist to life. Right. And you had full confidence in me, and I never turned you down on anything. I never said, "Oh, we can't do this." Let's see the minimalistic interior, because it is just knockout. Nobody is doing this stuff. This is Neapolitan tailoring taken to another level.
This star lining
is Hesworth.
So well.
Yeah.
It just works magnificently well. The next one I won't try on because it's very similar, but I'll just show you the contrast.
Yes.
This is again I guess you would call it a tobacco or
tobacco,
a
yes.
color.
And this is Fratelli?
This is Delfino.
Delfino, yeah. So this is our first Delfino together.
Delfino, patch pockets.
And the remarkable Hesworth lining. Can we get a closer look at the Hesworth up there in the yoke? Beautiful. So you are the first. There's nobody like you. Anybody who has done stuff after this has come after you. All right? I
believe Jay acted on this when he saw it.
Yes.
Yep. And again, these great buttons.
So these are your buttons now, or Marzoni's?
You know what? I'm not sure they're not Marzoni. They may be mine, actually.
So I think these are your buttons.
Yeah, because I can see because this is it's like tortoiseshell.
Then these are your buttons.
Okay, now this was the Super 180
Turbo Cerruti.
And this is the Turbo. This is magnificent. This is a very narrow notch lapel. It's beautiful. It really is.
And this was your blazer, right? To wear to a funeral or something.
This is my blazer. Beautiful silver Cerruti buttons.
Yes.
You got me
the Cerruti pin. This is your.
So generously, you got me the pin.
So wait, this is your first. No, this was your second Cerruti item from us, correct?
Yes, first time I've ever had 180. Well, the Xenia 15 mil 15 was close to 180, but this is my first pure 180 fabric.
So this was Super 180s, and this was the first with the Cerruti buttons as well?
Yes.
And this was the first with the Cerruti pin?
Yes, absolutely.
Now let's see the lining.
This was
Cerruti. Cerruti lining, so it's got the watermark?
It has the watermark on it.
And you went fully lined because we were worried about Super 180 being so fine, correct?
Yeah, when you get to that with either the Super 180 or very lightweight fabric, I don't have to tell you, but for the audience, it's so fragile that really you have to be careful. Here we have another beautiful shawl collar, cashmere. Cashmere feels great. I'm not even sure if this is Colombo or not. No,
Hesworth with Hesworth lining, and then it's got your buttons as well.
Beautiful. We have the liquor bottles.
Yep, incredible.
And again, it works so well. The lining works in concert with the fabric. Again, the larger buttons.
And these are your buttons, correct?
Nice character on the button.
Beautiful.
Closed back. It really feels it feels magnificent. It really is. The cashmere that you carry is absolutely amazing. Now going back to something, again, self-designed, though, in the sport coat theme. This is Colombo. Well, I'm going to show. Okay, we'll put it on. This is Colombo cashmere. Now we're getting a little bit more into the
nice
kind of like fashion, bold look. Fashion.
Lots of Ralph Lauren influences here. Very Americana. It is incredible. The piping everywhere around the patch pocket. So the thing is that, you have spoiled the audience, okay? That's why the trip down memory lane is so important. You have spoiled the audience because every day we just do some crazy shit, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But this was the dawn of it all, right? And this is where you started to just win everybody over. This journey was insane. This has got the Union Jacks inside, Americana on the outside, England on the inside. And what mill was this?
This was Colombo.
Okay, awesome. So pure cashmere, some of the finest cashmere on the planet.
Yeah, really, I believe they only do cashmere that I know of.
Yeah, Colombo only do cashmere.
Now this, which I'll put on in a second, was, might be Delfino. Let me just see. Yeah, Delfino. This is...
And what a project this was. You knew and you know how much I loved working on this fabric and this brief.
Yeah, well, what's great about this is...
You need to put this waistcoat on. You haven't put any waistcoats on yet? Let's put this waistcoat on.
It's a chalk stripe. So it gives that less defined look. So it's not as stark to the eye.
And a beautiful wide chalk stripe.
Exactly. And it's a...
Okay, you messed up. Start again. You messed up. Unbutton and rebutton.
Oh.
Find yourself the top button. Unbutton all. Unbutton all and start again.
Right. Okay. I'm a rookie.
Okay, so beautiful wide peak lapels on this. Incredible wide chalk stripe, banker stripe. This is Delfino fabric. And this time we employed 2 secondary buttons on the waistcoat and 2 accented color buttonholes. Okay, the evolution continues. Show off the lining at the back first. 1 second. Show off the lining. This is Hesworth. Beautiful Hesworth lining. Let's keep going.
Now in this case,
I
wanted to have a contrasting vest.
Yeah.
Because I thought it just was so apropos for the look.
And just to remind the audience that the overwhelming majority of these are suits, and I haven't had you changing trousers, of course. And whilst all of this was going on, I've been making you trousers as well. I had been making you shirts as well.
Now, of course, the shirt doesn't go with it, but you can see
that's irrelevant. But we've got the double buttonhole on the lapel, the roping on the shoulders, the matching on the shoulders of the stripe, and the contrast color felt underneath the collar. Look at those V shapes. Just a mastery in tailoring. Incredible in every ways, this jacket. Incredible in every ways. Half lining. And then the gauntlet cuff. Let's see that gauntlet cuff. 2 secondary buttons, 2 accent color buttonholes. Deep press stitch.
And the cloud lining. Amazing.
This is the Hesworth. The giant blue flowers.
Just let me...
Take your time. Everyone's enjoying this. They want to absorb as well.
Okay. The next one was... I guess I don't know if I was literally one of the first that you've had, but now we went to the true cardigan.
And I think this is when you and Jay started getting together. You started designing stuff? No. He was seeing your stuff. No. He was seeing your stuff and then he was emulating it.
He was emulating me.
So he saw this.
This is Delfino. This was the first true cardigan.
Yes.
Which now, which nicely some other people have started to do because it really is a great item. And again, it's all about customization. You know, the one thing about bespoke is you have control over your garment. So unless you want to deal with whatever the stores are showing out there, or the lack of fit, you know, this is the way to go.
And what an incredible cardigan that we made you, okay? The contrast color on the
nice
cuffs.
faint red or brown large window pane.
This is just wild, right? Now, forget the design, which is incredible. Let's come in closer. Let's look at the contrasting fabrics, and then tell us what fabric we've actually used.
These are both made Delfino. They are, if it's not 100% cashmere, it certainly has a lot of cashmere in it. It feels like, you know, when you have these better mills, even the blends feel like 100% cashmere.
Yeah, I just want to let the audience know that I haven't had you changing in and out of trousers because we've got over 50 jackets to try today. Yes, so beautiful. So not only is it the amazing design, but every attribute, the fabrics are the most expensive that money can buy. They're the best brands in the world, the most sought after brands in the world. The buttons are of the highest quality.
And again, these large buttons work well because they would get swallowed up alive if I used.
Now let's see this interior we did very different. This is our first double face together.
Yes, double face.
So no lining, no seams, no stitching, no nothing. All double face.
Having the custom experience.
And then I used the selvage, the made in Italy selvage to create the hook for you.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's the only one done like that. It was such a brilliant design from your team to come up with having the hook. It really is. It's such a great, it's a great touch. It really is.
Magnificent first double facing.
Now, this is interesting, and I haven't spoken to you about this. This was a kangaroo.
Yes.
Thing. Now, it ended up, you know, that this was originally a quarter zip, and I remember when you tried it on when I got it. Now, this is a reversible. This is completely out there as far as something bespoke, but the quilting and the fabric.
So this is the first quilting that we did for you.
Yes, the quilting and the fact that the quilting and the fact that there's fabric on both sides, it made it a little bit bulky.
So it's double faced.
It was so hard to get on and off that actually, though it's not the craftsmanship that you would have hit the zipper, I actually converted this into a full zip because I remember when you tried it on, it was like impossible to get on over your head.
But the unique part about it is quilted inside and out. There's quilting on the inside, quilting on the outside.
You did the labeling.
On the inside, drapers,
but it probably ends up being Vitali Barberis. You have the same Sam's label.
And Mazzoni lining. There's Mazzoni lining in there.
Beautiful lining. Kangaroo pockets.
Incredible.
It really is great. And it's completely reversible. So you can see the craftsmanship that
it is intense. There's no seam. There's no seam anywhere.
It was really, you know, and obviously to have something like this done bespoke, you know, is a bit unusual, but I love doing it. I love having it. I wear this actually very frequently because it's a good casual piece, and not all, especially me, not all the times you get dressed up. Sometimes, you know, you want to, on a Saturday afternoon, going somewhere, you want to have something casual to wear. Now, this was a real self-designed piece. I'm going to show it to you briefly like this.
I love this piece. I put it on. I didn't want to take it off. You've got to put it on.
Let me tell you, as they say, the cashmere feels like butter.
Yes, like butter.
I did the loop closures.
The toggles? No, the loop closures.
Yes, the loop. Yeah, and this is. I don't remember what fabric this is.
And it is so soft. Remember this one?
It is so comfortable. Buttons, I believe I provided.
Yes.
But I'm not sure. These are large buttons.
And the workmanship, the vision, the design, the construction, it is just incredible.
The the spread lapel.
Go ahead and turn up the collar. Let's see what's underneath. Just sensational. We got to take a look at the interior of this because this construction was a masterpiece. The material is pure cashmere.
And again, I'm a fan of minimalistic. I mean, listen, if you don't have a full liner, you just wear a light coat. Because when you're inside.
And what fabric is this? This was Drapers or Delfino?
You know what? I don't. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Colombo.
Okay. Go ahead and put on the next jacket and take your time talking through the entire next jacket. I'm going to be back in 30 seconds. Go ahead and put it on.
Okay. Well, the next jacket is the big one. This jacket was taking the next step forward as far as coming up with designs. The idea for the edging on this came from actually a blanket I have, a bed blanket from England, and I got the idea of this whip stitching, which you'll see, probably the first one to do it. I was lying on my blanket, and I said, why do a deep press stitch? Why not do a whip stitch? This is Delfino fabric. This is quite unusual for a sport coat. I know I'm doing a little bit of a soliloquy here because he's not around. This is a beautiful brown houndstooth. Pouch pockets. It's quilted. I don't know if you can see, I don't know how well you can see the quilting on it, but it is, you can see the triangle quilting on it. The edging is beautiful. The burgundy around the edging is fantastic. Regular pocket. I don't think I did a patch pocket. I'm not that fan usually. Oh, no, I did do a patch pocket on top. They do such a good job with the craftsmanship that you can't even tell with the lines whether it was a patch pocket or not. So this is a quilted sport coat, closed back.
I love this. So this was the first whip stitching that we did.
I was the first, with the whip stitching. I was showing the audience the whip stitching, which actually came to my mind. I have a very good wool blanket from England, and it has whip stitching along the edge. And I said, you know what? It would be a brilliant thing to do.
Now, at this point, this then became my favorite jacket. This was so incredible in every ways. The quilting on the outside, the whip stitching, just sensational. I mean, I think we felt unbeatable at this point. We could make anything.
Yes, exactly.
Anything at all. Anything. Sensational. Gorgeous Mazzoni lining. You are the king of kings. You are the king. This is when you just started. You are the bowling ball.
This was like a watershed moment.
Yes, it was a watershed moment.
This one is a little bit unusual. It's more of a fashion piece than anything else. May not be everybody's cup of tea. It really is a really great design.
This was the first Gladiator.
This was, it really is. This is quilted lightly. Like I said, this is more of a fashion piece. I don't know how I came up with the idea.
I would wear. I'm going out this Saturday night. If I had this in my wardrobe, I could wear this Saturday night.
Oh no, I would definitely wear this going out. This is, I love. It's just not your normal fare of design, but it really is. It's magnificent.
Absolutely sensational. And these were buttons that you sent me.
These are on this panel. Yes, these actually are, I believe, Holland and Sherry, but I'm not sure. But anyway, these are permanently on this panel, and then the other button is on this.
Incredible stuff, right? Just incredible stuff.
Great top.
Superb. Just superb.
When we look on the inside, it's a beautiful as you would say, when you say the Tarzan cuff, the kapow.
Yes. This is the old Adam West Batman.
The cartoon Batman.
And a quilting this, we did the Michelin Man quilting this time.
Yes.
And this is Delfino.
On the inside. Not bulky, a nice comfortable weight.
Yep.
To keep you warm,
very spongy, very Michelin Man, very Stay Puff.
Now, if you don't mind.
You are the king. Look at you, man. You are the king.
I had to pull this stuff all out of my closet, but thankfully I have all the toys. Okay. Next one is, this was an interesting.
And just to remind the audience, we're going in chronological order.
Yes.
In exact order.
This was, I believe, Cerruti as well.
Yes, this is Cerruti.
And this was an unusual design.
No lapel, double-breasted.
Yes.
This is your first cocktail suit from me.
Cocktail suit from you. The Kingsman button.
Mm-hmm. Are you buttoning it the right way? Face of the button in the face or no? Face of the button into the face of the hole.
Yeah, no. I lost train of thought there for a second.
Yeah, face of the button into the face of the hole. Nope. Face of the button. Yes. Yes.
You're right. It was a rookie move. We're starting to peter out a little bit. Okay. So what we have here.
You're doing great.
Again,
cocktail suit.
No lapel.
3 slit pockets.
Subtle. Without the lighting, you may not be able to.
Gauntlet cuff. Beautiful pattern. Oversized gauntlet cuff.
Beautiful.
5 overlapping Cerruti buttons. Just the genius. Just genius. You are the king of kings. The absolute king of kings. And tuxedo pants to go with it.
Tuxedo pants to go with it.
Satin waistbands, satin galon stripes.
And this was again Cerruti.
Cerruti, is it watermark lining?
Proprietary.
Yes.
Watermarked. Again,
so good. Was this
fabric is delicate?
Was this Super 180?
This was. I'm not sure. I can't read. This might have been a part of their party collection and not their more. Okay, now the next one, even though I'm wearing a collared shirt, then I ventured into the overshirt phase.
Lumberjack, baby. The world's richest lumberjack. The inside and the outside. Look at this double facing.
By the way.
So good. Piacenza lumberjack shirt. Piacenza, baby. World's most expensive fabric. Look at this.
Now, pardon me that I'm wearing a shirt on.
Not at all. You look so good, man. You look so good. Look at this.
This is more of my type of style. Very comfortable.
And
I wanted the ability to have the label. I thought this added a touch. This actually removes. If I take it to the cleaners, this label removes. And I just wanted something different. I could have put the fabric brand on it, which I do on some of the others. But it's, you know what? You can go to sleep in this.
Can you remove that and hold it close up to the camera?
Which?
That label. See what we designed.
Well, I'll just take it off halfway.
Yeah. Now let's see the inside of it. Okay, even the label is just remarkable. Even the label is so stupid. So stupid good.
You know, it's just, you know, aside from, you know, your mentorship or our relationship, you know, it's given me so much freedom to be creative and have fun with this.
Look at the inside, the double facing. So good. 2 different Piacenza cashmere cloth. No seams, no nothing, no stitching visible.
The craftsmanship is really second to none. Then under the same vein.
Wow.
This here.
Look at that Piacenza. Oh my gosh. Western pockets, Western patch pockets, oversized collar, double button cuff. You've got to put that on.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not in a rush. I just didn't want to go.
Everybody's loving this.
I'm all yours. Piacenza as well. I should be a spokesperson for Piacenza here.
Both of us.
Yeah, oh, that's for sure. This is really amazing. I mean, really, just even like this.
Just brilliant. This time was the first time we used a tertiary fabric.
Yes, now it's interesting because I get so many garments, I'm able to play around and do things I might not normally do for variety. And this really, you have the tertiary the blue fabric. Again, we put a different placement on it here. Proudly showing the Piacenza.
So again, good.
This is probably a cashmere blend. It doesn't, because I know definitively when it's 100%.
And every buttonhole there is functional. Every single one, even the two on the cuffs.
Everything. The button, yeah. And again, if you notice the offset of the angle.
It's just magnificent. And that was your vision, the offset of the angle, and we nailed it. We brought it to life.
And again, it lines up. All the lines.
So good.
Done.
Masterful tailoring.
You know, the craftsmanship.
Ridiculous.
Okay.
Have we even hit halfway yet?
We are probably halfway now. Forget about the shirting or, after this, I'll skip to another thing in a second. Back to something.
Look at this, baby.
We have a blue on blue. Now,
the evolution continues with the labeling.
Again, these beautiful white. I think I provided these.
Yes, you did.
Pure white.
I love the herringbone collar.
Contrast. The herringbone, the two shades of herringbone. It's subtle. It's classy, for lack of a better word.
I think a very important thing also to say, to remind everyone is that, yes, we're experimenting. Yes, we're making remarkable things, but we're not using any old fabric. We are using the world's most expensive fabric for garment after garment after garment after garment. It is the world's most expensive fabric every single time.
Now, with regard to this labeling, at this point, I've had a soft spot for the traditional Pants Sam's label.
Yes. And your vision is amazing. It just comes out so good.
Well, you know what I like about it? It gives a more handmade, of course all your suits are handmade, but it gives it a more low-key, like, someone would write on it, and it would say your name or something like that. I mean, the other labels are fantastic. They really are. But I thought this concept worked very well for this.
You are the visionary. There's no guy like you.
Okay, now I'm going to go briefly off the rack for a second. And I made a series of jumpers. Yep. Pullovers.
All in pure cashmere.
All in pure cashmere of different brands, of different mills, pardon me. I'm not sure who this is. Delfino, relatively lightweight. The one thing fantastic about your Guabella K-Easy,
yes,
is that line, and also some of the brands that have their jersey lines.
Yes,
where it has the polymade or the elasticity, or the way they knit it. There's different. I'm not telling you this. I'm really explaining to other people. There's weaving and knitting. Weaving is usually tight and isn't forgiving at all. It's usually for suiting. When they knit, when they have mills, the machine set up for knitting, it's a little bit airier, as with the Cerruti, the oxygen. It's very airy, and it gives some flexibility to it. So something like this here you would put over your neck. The jersey type material or the K-Easy, which is a fantastic fabric, would work even better than something that is cashmere. But this is very lightweight. I have 4 of them, burgundy.
Let's take a look at them. You don't need to try them all on.
Hopefully, I lost my earpiece.
It's all good.
I can hear you. Otherwise,
I think Jay is salivating.
Okay. Okay, I don't think I have the... Oh, well. I think either of them. I'll take these out. Even though it's stuck in my ear. Okay.
Did you find both of them? Beautiful. I love the one in your right hand. We spent a long time mapping these ones out.
Yes.
We use
and
we used Agnona, we used gosh, every single one, right? Every single thing.
Marzoni.
Yes.
Okay, now.
Wow, look at this.
Again, one of my favorite pieces.
Your first kimono.
It's like wearing a robe. I think this may be stand even. A
Double face, no stitching, no lining.
Now, hanging like this is fine, or you can...
And it has whip stitching?
Yes, it does.
Beautiful whip stitching. Double face belt. And the most incredible fucking Napoleon cuffs ever. Real cuffs. Full on knight cuffs. The Knight of the Realm kimono. Crazy. This is stand evens?
You know what? I don't see the fabric. I think it's stand even.
What label have you got inside there?
Oh, yes, it is. It is stand even.
Okay. On the bottom left, what label is that?
And that's another mill that's been around for a couple of 100 years. Not the length of the as Metallic Barbaris. Now this one, the whip stitching really shines through.
Yet another sick kimono with the sickest cuff and the most incredible whip stitching ever. Just when Jay thought he was ahead of the game, he doesn't realize what you have in your bench that I made. Look at those buttons. This is royalty. Look at these buttons. Look at these cuffs. There is nothing like this at all. It doesn't exist. No, you gotta put that on. It's too glorious to take off. Put it back on. It is just incredible. Show the belt and the buttons at the back. Look how the belt is held into place. Incredible. Double face belt also.
You know, again, your team, your tailors, whether it's Simon or anyone else, the craftsmanship is phenomenal.
You are the cuff lord. I'm telling you, you are the cuff lord. This was one of my favorites.
And now I think this is the first time we use Pia Chen's lining.
Now, the thing is that what the audience maybe doesn't realize is that everything, especially the one that you're wearing right now, that we made you is the most softest fabric on the planet ever.
I want to see if I can get my iPods back.
And this was the first kick pleat we did at the back for you, right?
Yes, let me just hope that this thing will, if not, not.
So crazy good.
Okay, good.
First kick pleat and the first pin, lapel pin.
I was a little bit apprehensive about doing this because it's somewhere between a formal look and a Dumb and Dumber look. But you know what? The fabric is
immense.
The choice in fabric. This is a beautiful herringbone, micro strands. It really is. And this was
the first lapel pin.
The invention. And this came about because I was looking at, they made cufflinks, like almost free ones that are two balls.
Yes.
Stuck together with fabric. You know, you get either they come on a shirt for free or whatever it is. And I said to myself, you know what? That concept with a button, because people don't, it's hard to get lapel. Yes, you can get like boutonniere type lapel pins made out of wood, looks like a flower or whatever. But lapel pins are not that prevalent. And I said, why not do something like this? It acts, it keeps in theme with the buttons. And then when I came up with that idea, I guess it's Lajit or whoever, I don't even know who did it, said, why don't you do it with a fabric bag?
Face that and that. So Rian is here now. He's going to show his face in a second. No, I need you to show your face here first. I can't see you yet. No. Come, put your head here. Can you come in a little bit? Still can't see you. Come. No, can't see Rian. Okay, Rian is here. He's going to come and sit with me now.
Great.
Okay, so sorry, pick up where you left off.
Okay, so again, the lapel pin and Lajit came up with the idea rather than using back-to-back buttons.
Yes.
Which would have been fine, but it wouldn't have been as tight as this situation is, because you would have had to have had a thread between the two buttons. It would have been hard to gauge how to do it. So this was a wonderful, brilliant
Incredible
idea.
invention. And this one had the wave breast pocket.
The wave. The introduction of the wave.
Incredible. And the kick pleat. And look how we did the piping along the bottom. It is just the perfect accordion. Absolutely incredible.
This, I believe, is so lightweight. I think it's...
Can you see Rian?
I can't see it. I'm watching the TikTok and the team.
Okay.
But I saw him earlier.
Okay, cool.
Hi, Rian. Oh, here we go with the Piacenza.
Piacenza, incredible. Piacenza fabric, Piacenza lining, the works.
Obviously, the sweatpants. Most expensive sweatpants in the world.
Most expensive sweat pads in the world.
But it really is a wonderful, wonderful jacket. Then, happy to become friends with Jay,
Mm-hmm.
the smoke baller.
This was Jay's first gift to you?
This was my first gift and a great project. I was fortunate enough to be able to design him some clothing, and we, continue to this day. You know, he's a great guy, and we have, a couple of days ago, we were on the phone for an hour and a half. He in the Philippines.
And look at the shoulder stripes on this baby.
This is Piacenza. It was part of their summer.
The evolution is incredible. Okay, now we have a triple wave pocket.
Now again, great for the summer. You know, too bold for other times of year, and the coloring is obviously, it's very red, white, and blue Americana.
Hmm?
I should say, that was my Long Island accent coming out.
So good, these buttons. I remember them so well.
Wave, I think I took wave to the full.
Wave to the full. Kick pleats. So this was from the Piacenza Spring Summer collection, right?
Absolutely. This might have been
the first one from that book.
I always joke around thinking about the Himalayan nettle.
Yeah, the Himalayan nettle, and the shoulder stripes are just incredible.
Shoulder stripes are beautiful. I'm losing a little bit. Let's see if it reconnects.
It'll come back. It'll come back. Don't worry. You keep going.
Okay.
You're looking good.
Okay. This was, I think, my first Sol Beati. Okay,
yes.
So hopefully we'll get the blurriness away. This was a suit. We'll give it a few minutes. Otherwise, if you have to call me back on email.
I think it'll come back.
Phone. Okay. For the time being,
Sol Beati. Beautiful Sol Beati. World's most expensive linen.
How we got to this point is I asked Roshan whether he was able to get, I mentioned Sol Beati to him. And there's, I guess, a whole deep story with Laura Piana owns Sol Beati. Some of these companies buy mills that are not in their wheelhouse. You know, it's almost like Gucci doing sunglasses.
Mm-hmm.
Gucci doesn't make sunglasses. Another company makes it for them because that's not their wheelhouse. Well, for Laura Piana, who's owned by LVMH, linen wasn't their wheelhouse. So they bought the best company, brought into their fold the best company that does linen.
The best linen that there is.
So you ended up, getting together with the rep in Hong Kong and made it happen. Hopefully this blurriness comes
Let
back.
me try calling you back right now.
Okay.
Wait, it's back. Oh, you're back. What did you do? You solved it.
I actually walked away from the camera. It might have... Let me see.
No, it's perfect now.
it's a focusing thing. And when I go, okay, anyway. So this is beautiful. It's linen.
Incredible Salviati.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful herringbone. Wood. I sent these wood buttons.
So good.
Again, all in theme. A symphony.
The sickest.
I decided that I didn't want the body to be with a secondary fabric to be the look of it taken away by having full-size pockets in the secondary. So I thought the jetted pocket was great. Beautiful Solviati pants.
Insane.
It's just it's great for the summer. This weight, Solviati makes a. I have a pair that are this Arzu linen thing. It's like 400 grams for linen. It's not that prudent to wear. It's too heavy. You kind of defeat the purpose of having lightweight linen.
And the minimalistic interior with the Piacenza lining.
This weight and also the like the Perry Knoll, which is a very good linen brand that you carry as well. The weights that they have for linen are great for the warm
But
weather.
the Solviati is head and shoulders above anything. You know what I mean? It is just so good. It is the world's best linen.
For those about linen, in comparison to cashmere or something like that, we talk about scarcity, or I was talking about scarcity. The difference between linen and Himalaya and flax and all that is the fact that
Jesus,
it's not
look
as
at this.
scarce as other things because they're grown.
Okay. So now this is where we started another jump in evolution.
Yeah, so then I provided
This is Holland and
fabric.
Sherry.
No, this is I think this is Carlo Barbera.
Okay. Carlo Barbera.
I think this was Carlo Barbera that I provided.
And the wave pockets.
Beautiful.
Sensational wave pockets.
A very unusual. Now I was seeking out some really different patterns.
So good. I wore this. I didn't want to take it off. It was so soft.
Again, the wave pocket, beautiful. I think I procured these buttons. A nice,
Beautiful double pin.
great set collar. I mean, the craftsmanship as always. I think when I get this close, it goes blurry. And then
It's okay, dude. Don't worry. You know what I mean? You're doing great. Kick pleat at the back.
I did in the back.
Kick pleat at the back. Let's take a look at these different gauntlet cuffs that we did for you.
Yes, this was a complete wraparound.
Yes. Let's pull the sleeve apart. So good. So good. The complete wraparound is just brilliant.
I mean, just everything.
Now show off your incredible lining. Yes, this was Carlo Barbera. You're 100% right.
Yes, and I got this. I think this is like a cartoon strip or whatever.
So good.
I had to send both of these fabrics from England or somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Then the showpiece of all show. Well, I
Of
shouldn't
all.
say that. There are a bunch.
But this was it. This is the Emperor.
This Cerruti should have used this in an ad.
Cerruti.
It sounds pompous.
It is the greatest. The Emperor. Look at the Emperor stripe. Alpaca.
This is Surrey alpaca. It is
600 grams. Was it 600 or more?
It was probably 600.
Look at
Almost
that.
like an F1. Where am I? An F1, almost like a racing stripe. This, I mean, the feel of this. The fur.
The fur. Just the fur. And the gold Cerruti buttons.
And because it's furry, the cuff has a very soft blend from one to the other.
You're wearing the world's most expensive gauntlet cuff.
Yes, it is absolutely beautiful gold Cerruti buttons.
All oversized.
It is a showpiece.
I love the overlap of the notch lapel over the Emperor stripe.
It really is. It's so unusual and so where it's great. It's
Piacenza lining.
alpaca.
Can we see can we see the Suri label and see the alpaca itself? It's there. Yep. Sensational. Well done, Art. The world's most expensive alpaca as well. You have covered every animal. You belong in Asia, man.
It's amazing. And this was my dinner suit. This is
Super 200.
Super 200.
50% cashmere, 50% wool.
This is a dinner suit. Now, I opted for no, fabric as the lapel.
No, this is pick stitching heaven. This one has pick stitching everywhere. Everywhere. Hand, needle, and thread pick stitching, fish mouth, lapel.
The amount of time that it took for your team to do this.
And this was Super 200.
Super 200 in cashmere. A beautiful...
Pick stitching heaven. Pick stitching on the trousers. Everywhere.
And again, a white
Piacenza lining.
So it doesn't bleed through because this fabric is relatively thin and any color would bleed through.
Insane dinner suit.
And these, if I remember correctly, these buttons, so this was Holland and Sherry, this was really, now these buttons are very unusual.
The most beautiful mother of pearl there is. It is sick, with the tiniest of fish mouth openings.
One button, beautiful, pocket square popping out. Again,
the roping and the pick stitching, insane pick stitching.
I mean, the tailoring, I'm not talking about the tailoring fit, which obviously is amazing, but the hand work done is amazing.
It's crazy.
And of course, we have trousers as well.
Can you show off the label, please?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Holland and Sherry, baby. Super 200. 50% wool, 50% cashmere.
Okay. And then we have...
Another incredible sport coat.
Another, this is, I believe, Solbiati again.
Beautiful Solbiati. World's best and most expensive linen. Yep. Incredible. Minimalistic interior.
This primary and secondary to go well. It's not too ostentatious. It works well together. It complements it. I also like the idea with big patterns like this to have a solid over here because the big pattern gets a little bit lost sometimes. Of course, with your tailors, it doesn't, but...
Sensational gauntlet cuffs, incredible wave pocket. Beautiful buttons.
Provide the buttons. Again,
it's just nutty stuff. Nutty stuff.
The lining, which costs more than the fabric for this.
Yes, and that's true. The lining costs more than the fabric in this project.
You can see through it, I think.
Yeah, it is completely see-through. It is brilliant. We can see through it. Yes, that's a great shot.
Okay. Then this one, very bold as far as the two colors.
Love this one.
Colors,
did we go back to Delfino for this?
Laura Piana.
Laura Piana.
Laura Piana, Super 170.
Crazy numbers.
A great...
Bro, you are the king. You are the king. There's nobody like... Look at the piping on top of the Barchetta breast pocket. Look at the piping. Now come in so we can see the button pins that we built you. They're insane. They're insane. We've got a single one on the other side. And now even with the piping on the breast pocket, on the Barchetta, we still have the stripes lining up perfectly. Incredible. Can you do a 360 slowly?
It's a great look.
Insane.
The feel is great. It's very soft. This is the Wish. So this is Super 170 in cashmere. I knew it felt like, and let me get the label somewhere here.
Laura Piana Super 170s cashmere. Look at that.
And I'm a very, very tactile person, and I've always loved cashmere. I have a zillion sweaters, and it's just something, if you take care of it, it's great. Again, with Laura Piana, again, this type of garment, it's a good daily, it's good for daily casual wear.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't have to be going to an office or an event for something like this. This is probably, I don't know if it's considered a gun check pattern.
It is gun check. You're 100% right.
And
beautiful zip up,
fantastic.
amazing attributes, sensational cuffs. Look at you are the cuff. You are the cuff god. Somebody called you the cuff something earlier. I can't remember what it was, but it was brilliant.
I got these antique buttons, and Simon, whoever did it, I asked them to do a figure eight with fabric. So these loop together. I don't know if you can see it.
I can see. We can see it.
And it really is. It's a nice look. It's casual. Obviously, you could wear it as a jacket. I would wear this as a shirt. Really, I wouldn't wear. The fit is great. Everything lines up so beautifully. The secondary fabric, and again, fabric on the interior. And pardon me, not finding the label. Oh, here we are. This is coarse hair, so this is cashmere mohair. Well, you read it better than I. Cashmere mohair and silk. And of course, Laura Piana, gets the best. They seek out the best herders and people who, the sheep and that's why they are what they are.
Dude, do you realize that people can't do this wardrobe in the entire lifetime, and we've done it in 2 years? We've done this in 2 years for you.
I'm not going to try this on per se, but whatever. But this was interesting. Let me just step back and let me have it refocus. This was a Baja vest. This was really for fun, not like the other projects weren't. I forget what it's called, but like an over, there's a term for the shoulder, but it goes over. I don't like where the vest when it goes up to the top. Obviously, I'm not somebody who has big guns, so I usually don't wear. I would wear a shirt probably underneath this, but we have great closures here. The frog closures. Are you with me?
I am so with you. You're in your element.
I'm sorry. And this was Holland cherry fabric that was actually made to be this way. But it's very hard unless you're super thin or you want the look.
Yes.
Wearing a horizontal stripe can be very dangerous. Not dangerous, but you really have to have the right body shape and mindset to wear it.
Like mine.
So I thought vertical gives you height.
Yes.
And I thought it would be great.
So for me, this is the Ryu and Ken top, right? From Street Fighter, and you've got beautiful cap sleeves. Those cap sleeves are incredible. Our evolution and journey is just remarkable.
Then we
it is unmatched and never done before.
A beautiful chocolate brown Laura Piana cashmere blazer. This is spun. It's called spun cashmere, so it's a kind of a different level and different way of them doing it on the weave, where it's extremely soft, even more so than normal. So it's probably, just from feel, I'm assuming it's probably about 230 grams.
It is so beautiful.
Chocolate brown. It's beautiful.
Look at the buttons. Look at the lapel pins.
I provided. The gauntlet cuff is absolutely amazing. We have Piacenza lining. I don't want this to blur out if I get
it won't. You're doing fine. Don't sweat it.
Again, we have the two buttons and one.
The lapel pins, yes.
The lapel, it really is great. The lapel pins are great. It just adds a nice touch.
The best touches. And the great part is you can remove the pins. You can wear one, you can wear two, you can wear three, you can wear none. You can put them on your other jackets.
It's a cheap relative.
And we create them all for you. So you don't need to accessorize. Sam's Tailors will do the accessories for you.
And when somebody sees it, they'll say, man, that's a good idea.
Great idea.
The most brilliant ideas are the ones that you say I should have thought of myself. It's so simple.
And Art, you think of everything yourself.
When you say I should have thought of it myself, well, you didn't. Someone else did. But
you realize that if you took any of your visions to a tailor in New York or London or anywhere else, anywhere or any other tailor, they will tell you can't be done, right?
Absolutely.
That's
Again,
different.
was that a kick pleat? Kick pleat? I can't say.
Yes, kick plate. And I never ever told you this cannot be done. There's only one thing I told you when you asked me to cut up pieces and stitch them together.
Yes, to make almost like a computer, a quilt. Yeah, that would have taken you would have had to hire a senior, a retired person, and have them do it for 2 months.
And you would have to pay me $100,000 for that. You know that, right?
Exactly. It would have been sick. So, but that is literally the only time, and I understood why. Then we have Holland
and Sherry.
Again.
Look at this beauty.
Super, super thin, very summery. I mean, the coloring is doesn't scream summery, but the material, obviously, it's very lightweight. It's see-through. It's probably 190 or 200 grams, and that's about as low as that's not far away from shirting fabric.
Mm-hmm. And gosh, the shirts that we've done for you.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that briefly.
We've done in every different design, every type of fabric, every type of button. You know, we upped the button game. We upped every game there was. We climbed every peak together.
And beautiful accent color.
Insane.
The burgundy is absolutely magnificent. Again, Holland and Sherry.
We did every lapel together.
Yes.
Every major brand of
lapel. I'm somebody, my particular style, the peak part of the lapel, I don't like jutting out too much. It's just my own personal taste. So I like it like this, where it's maybe a quarter of an inch or so out from the collar.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is that we stayed true to you. You stayed true to you the whole way through. Didn't end up doing something crazy for the sake of it. Now look at this alpaca coming up.
Now this is alpaca again.
And this
is Dorme.
Dorme. Our first Dorme together.
Very warm. Nice coloring.
And look at those wave top patch pockets.
Wave pockets.
Wave top patch pockets.
Noticeable difference between Surrey alpaca, which is the vicuna of alpaca, let's say, and this, but this is still so soft and so beautiful.
And so hairy.
And so hairy. Again, beautiful. These buttons I got from
Benson's.
The place in England.
Benson.
Yes. Called Benson and Clegg.
Yeah. So good. Crazy kick pleats at the back.
I think so.
Look at the emperor stripes underneath. Wait. Go side on. No, side on. Yeah, and now lift your arms forward. Turn a little bit. The other way. Yes, look at those. Look at those embedded stripes. Now show us the other side. Insane. Insane.
Amazing, truly. I still can
You gotta show us the interior.
When I give you the mock-ups, it is absolutely amazing
that we bring every detail to life.
The mock-ups, which I do, obviously pre-construction when we're doing our consultation, they absolutely end up looking like photographs of the finished product.
100%.
That's how perfect. Now, this is a very interesting story. At this point, I had been working with Jay a bit, and a few of the clients reached out to me to possibly give them some input. And I'm always available for input, if...
Here it comes, the wine jacket.
Now, Jim Stone out in California, who's a wonderful guy, is a horse trainer and a wine connoisseur. Relatively conservative, probably like I was, and I was coming up with some ideas. So I said, let me try something different. I try and come up with things that you can associate with the person who's talking to me. He's a wine lover. So I came up with a design based on wine and wine bottles. Now, it turns out that it was a little bit too fashion forward for him to do, and I love the design so much.
So while you're talking about, let the audience see the wine pockets. Look at the wine bottles, the reverse wine bottles. This is all made out of scabal.
Now, this is scabal cashmere. Now, scabal, who is a merchant, has a wide variety of fabrics, and Dale is, and rightfully so, is a lover of scabal fabrics.
I'm wearing a scabal suit today.
They really have. They're a very fine. You know, they seek out the finest mills to make it, and they really are fantastic. This is cashmere, which Scabal more does a lot of wool and things, mohair and things like that. This is cashmere. It's a very lightweight cashmere. It's a beautiful. How I pulled this design out of my ass, if you don't mind, pardon my language, I don't know. But it's inverted wine bottles with the buttons at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And
incredible.
The label as if it was a wine bottle.
And they're the wine bottle, the grapes buttons.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh.
Come in close so we can see it.
Are the grape buttons.
Yes. So good, bro. So good. You are just the king of kings.
These are wine bottle buttons.
Mm-hmm.
Again, from Benson and Clegg. The cups, the pockets are shaped like the top, without the flute, the top of a wine bottle.
And the piping is the wine.
And the piping is, and you have the burgundy. It's a beautiful green and dark green, or green and black, it's probably mini houndstooth. It's not micro, it's a mini. Well, this might be a dog's tooth. This would be a dog's tooth, not a puppy's tooth.
Well, Jim should have bit on this and he could still have it.
I said that this would be perfect for a Salmonier.
Yes.
It really would be. It really would be. It's fantastic. We have scabal lining. Minimalistic.
Insane.
It really is another signature piece and absolutely signature craftsmanship. Then the next one is Fox Brothers.
Yes.
Now, I made this to be a very burly, I guess, kind of sport coat. Almost like a hunting coat, but fashionable.
Now we've entered the world of Fox Brothers, which is just nutty.
Fox Brothers is a very well-known, well-renowned...
And look at these pockets, and look at those buttons. Just incredible stuff. Incredible pockets. Look at the shoulder stripes. Look at the collar. It is insane.
You could wear outside on a cool day. Great gauntlet cuff. Great buttons. The buttons really work very well. They really do.
You are the world's greatest designer. I have to be the world's greatest tailor if I'm bringing this to life for you. Right?
Oh my gosh.
And now let's look at the hunting shoulders.
Oh, yes.
The hunting shoulders. Okay, you need to stand side on to the camera. Okay, now lift your arm forward. Lift your arm forward now. There we go. Hunting shoulders. Shooting shoulders, excuse me.
What this is made for is those of you that shoot, it gives flexibility in the arm when you put your arm up to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a wonderful jacket. The buttons I love.
Look at the different colored sleeves compared to the Fox Brothers lining in the...
It just works the coloring works very well. It's an outdoorsy, jacket.
Everything about it, inside and out. No stone unturned.
Okay, now...
The next one was my gift to you?
Actually, I believe, if I remember correctly, that was the gift.
Okay, so the blazer was the gift.
I think, I kind of did it slightly out of order. So I came up with this.
Yes. This is the Sherlock Holmes. I love this coat, the Sherlock coat.
This really is great. This was the original use of the fabric.
The craziest wood buttons ever.
Now these are actually very unusual. I believe They're actually horn, but you wouldn't know it from looking at the style.
They look like Japanese wood.
Exactly.
You know, this stream is history in the making, right?
It really is. You know, when I was pulling which took a long time, when I was pulling my clothes from the closet, I said to myself, you know, when you're doing it, you appreciate it, but then when you look back and like retrospect, you say, holy shit. Not only is it a lot of clothes, but this journey has been absolutely amazing.
Dude, I built you this museum. You know that, right? This is your legacy, right?
This is a Sam's wing of the Hall of Fame.
Incredible. Who the fuck makes functional buttonholes that large? Do you realize there's no machine that exists that cuts them that large?
It's great.
They're almost Milanese, right?
Yes.
Insane stuff.
You can get in and out of the car.
Beautiful car coat.
You know, it's a beautiful car coat. Sometimes when you have the long overcoats that used to be in vogue many years ago below the knee, it was very hard to get in and out of cars with, and they weren't practical.
I love your shoes, by the way.
Oh, actually, I had them. There's a place, and I got to talk about shoes. There's a place in it was in Spain or something, and you actually can customize them and stuff. I didn't know what to wear today, and I figured I'd try these.
So what's next? My God, look at that. Piacenza cashmere.
And you know, one of the reasons for coming up with these designs is I wanted the journey to continue because I appreciate, obviously, you and your team so much. And I wanted to have, you know, functional clothes. I wanted to continue. Sometimes I start from a start point of the fabric and work backwards to where the design is. And then sometimes I come up with a design of trying to find the fabric. This is a running long stitch. Again, a different
insane.
On
insane. It is so good. So good.
This is obviously all hand done.
Yep.
And the fact that there's slight variation, not tremendous variation, it gives, and obviously it's a bespoke look.
Yeah.
You know, it's not machine done.
It is remarkable.
Beautiful.
I remember wearing this and it's so good. Now stand side on so we can see the sleeves. So good. Stand, show off your shoulders. Come closer and bend. Whips.
Yes.
Okay, now turn to the back.
Now you'll see my bald spot. But
no problem. Turn to the back. So good. Now show off your cuffs. Incredible, right? Just incredible.
It really is, you know, the workmanship, you know, thankfully with giving mock-ups, it leaves a little bit less interpretation than words would normally just give when something, you know, but, you know, your team and obviously you can even interpret conversation very well, and you don't need the mock-ups for most people, but because I'm coming up with stuff that is really completely my vision, the mock-ups help. Now, this was unusual.
Well, if we didn't have the mock-ups, we could. There's no way you could describe to us, right? You'd have to sketch it and stuff, right?
And understandably, I would be disappointed because
the thing is that one of the things you do mock-ups for Jay, you don't realize. I don't know if Jay. I think Jay does realize. Obviously, I don't know if the audience realizes how much you would pay a designer for each and every mock-up. You know what I mean? Yeah. You're talking about paying a designer about $2,500 to come up with a mock-up like that at minimum.
Now, this was great. This was Piacenza cashmere.
Mm-hmm.
I went a little bit different on this. I did
bellow pockets, so good.
Pockets. Now, most pockets obviously are down here. I have plenty of jackets that have
Dude, this is
like
sick.
That.
Come closer so we can see the whip stitch on the pockets and the collars.
Why I did it is I'm a little bit wider. When you buy sport coats, there's usually called a drop number, drop 6, drop 7,
yes.
Drop 8. I'm just saying for the. So normally that is the difference between your jacket size and your pant size. Normally, like a 40 jacket is a 34 waist or whatever it is, and that's kind of a drop 6. I have, if I wore a 38 jacket, I'm supposed to wear like a 32 or 31 pants. I'm slightly larger than that. So in this case, what I did was I felt the this would draw attention more to the top. Now, I'm not fat. I'm 145 pounds or 145. I felt that this would give, and I'm slight up top, it would give more of a focus up here as a change of pace rather than down here.
Bro, you are the king of kings. The king of kings. There's no guy like you. No one has a wardrobe like you.
Beautiful. The great buttons here.
Puff Daddy and who's the other guy? The guy that I met that I partied with at the LV party? The Kardashian Maria. Kanye. Puff Daddy and Kanye don't have anything on you, brother.
And a beautiful fly front that hides the buttons. Beautiful craftsmanship all the way around.
Just nutty stuff, right? Piacenza cashmere. Again, a reminder, not only are we doing the most outrageous stuff, the most unique stuff, we're using the world's most expensive fabric and everything is done by hand.
And this is baby cashmere. Okay,
now I knew it. The last one.
This is the last of the jacketing stuff. We'll go quick, pull out a few shirts, or maybe we'll just go visual through the shirts. And then this was...
Nutty, the sailor's jacket, the captain's jacket, the navy double-breasted blazer, a true navy blazer. Forget the color.
And it's funny, sometimes on the live, you really can't, as good as the live is, you can't appreciate it when you get in. Obviously, when you get the DHL package, it's like Christmas. You want to open up, it's like opening up the gift on Christmas morning.
But this was Piacenza that we ordered for you, right?
Yes, this,
and this is Jay's second ever gift to you, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you give...
the garment.
Yeah.
As beautiful as it looks on the live, when you get the garment, it's radiant.
Mm-hmm. And the bellow pockets, the sailor stripes, and the shoulder stripe.
Beautiful herringbone.
Incredible sailor stripes. Pull the bellow pockets. Step forward, pull the bellow pockets. And then show off your shoulder stripes as well. And Marzoni buttons. Okay, keep that jacket on. Now take us quickly dressed through your shirt rack.
Right. Now, again, obviously I have a lot of jackets and stuff like that, so I can experiment and have fun with things. Let me get the phone off my stand, my setup here. Okay. I showed you the ties. Sam's metal stays in here.
Incredible stuff. Sam Tailor metal stays.
Okay.
You want to pull those out real quick? I don't think I've ever sent anybody those except for you.
Most of the days they're built in.
Yeah. Can you pull them out and show off the Sam Tailor on them?
Absolutely. Wait a minute, sorry. So in the collar of shirts, the point going down, this keeps the collar nice and crisp. Most of the time, either they have none or they have built-in nylon or plastic ones, which suffices. Sometimes when you get shirts, they have a slit for you to remove them.
Some incredible ties we've made you. Can we just go back to the ties real quick?
Oh, absolutely, yes. So we have a beautiful velvet. I think Tarzan designed this.
Mm-hmm. I love that one there in the center. Let's pull that out.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll pull this one out.
Beautiful, right? Just insane beautiful.
And again, this is cashmere. I have one actually matching the green wine jacket. It's just in another spot. Then a beautiful velvet tie.
Can we take
out a little bit more.
Can we take a look at the tags that you create for every garment?
The tags, I'm sorry. Oh,
the tags that you create. Yeah.
Let me get you that in a moment. Okay. So then we have some shirting here.
Mm-hmm.
Ones that we just did. Well, for one thing, the morning trousers.
Yep. And the world's most expensive shirts.
We have some great shirting here.
Incredible stuff, Art. Incredible. We have pure cashmere shirts, insane super count cotton shirts.
This was Xenia sporting coat fabric. This was Latali Barbaris.
Mm-hmm.
This was Xenia, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
These are great linen shirts that Tarzan worked on with me. A whole bunch of, great.
Art, you have done amazing today. I want to thank you so much on behalf of myself.
I'm going to put my phone down for 1 second. I want to show everyone how I'm a bit OCD. I'm going to show you how I do my clothes.
You have done great, Art. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Okay, I'm not sure if I can, let me just see. Wait a minute.
Yeah. Love it.
And I have them in
Art creates a label for everything. Describing the piece and the date, the works. So good. You are the king of kings. Thank you so much, my dear friend. You better take a seat and take a bow. Take a bow, take a bow, take a bow.
It was a two-hour live. I loved every moment of it.
We will get on a stream soon, you, me, and Jay, to keep working on Jay's garment. This stream has gone for 2 hours exactly now. I'm scared it won't save. So I'm going to say thank you and goodbye to you. I'm sure everybody is going to DM you and tell you how amazing you are. The King of Kings,
By the way, when I
Art
do the
Freedland.
computer, this is a sketch pad. Okay.
Thank you, my brother. I will chat with you late in the afternoon. Everybody DM Art and say thanks to him. Bravo. Well done, Art. 2 hours on the job today.
You're good.
I'm grateful to you. I'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
Everyone, you have seen just the most remarkable thing today. We have been streaming for 2 hours. If you missed any of this, I'm going to post it to my Insta now. I'm not going to take questions today. I'll pick up on questions tomorrow. Everyone DM Art. He's Art Freedland on TikTok. He's Art Freedland on Insta. He'd appreciate the DM. And I shall talk to you on tomorrow morning's stream. God bless you all. I'm grateful to you. Okay.
A Salmonier.
Yes.
It really would be. It really would be. It's fantastic. We have Cabal lining, minimalistic.
Insane.
It really is another signature piece and absolutely signature craftsmanship. Then the next one is Fox Brothers.
Yes.
Now, I made this to be a very burly, I guess, kind of sport coat, almost like a hunting coat, but fashionable.
Now we've entered the world of Fox Brothers, which is just nutty.
Lambswool, Fox Brothers is a very well-known, well-renowned.
And look at these pockets and look at those buttons. Just incredible stuff. Incredible pockets. Look at the shoulder stripes. Look at the collar. It is insane.
You could wear outside on a cool day. Great gauntlet cuff. Great buttons. The buttons really work very well. They really do.
You are the world's greatest designer. I have to be the world's greatest tailor if I'm bringing this to life for you. Right?
Oh my gosh.
And now let's look at the hunting shoulders.
Oh, yes.
The hunting shoulders. Okay, you need to stand side on to the camera. Okay, now lift your arm forward. Lift your arm forward now. There we go. Hunting shoulders. Shooting shoulders, excuse me.
What this is made for is those of you that shoot, it gives flexibility in the arm when you put your arm up to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a wonderful jacket. The buttons I love.
Look at the different color sleeves compared to the Fox Brothers lining in the...
It just works works the coloring works very well. It's an outdoorsy, jacket.
Everything about it, inside and out, no stone unturned.
Okay, now
The next one was my gift to you.
actually, I believe, if I remember correctly, that was the gift.
Okay, so the blazer was the gift.
I think, I kind of did it slightly out of order. So I came up with this.
Yes, this is the Sherlock Holmes.
For the fabric.
I love this coat, the Sherlock coat.
This really is great. This was the original use of the fabric.
The craziest wood buttons ever.
Now these are actually very new. I believe they're actually horn, but you wouldn't know it from looking at the style.
They look like Japanese wood.
Exactly.
You know, this stream is history in the making, right?
It really is. When I was pulling which took a long time, when I was pulling my clothes from the closet, I said to myself, when you're doing it, you appreciate it, but then when you look back and retrospect, you say, holy shit, not only is it a lot of clothes, but this journey has been absolutely amazing.
Dude, I built you this museum. You know that, right? This is your legacy, right?
This is a Sam's wing of the Hall of Fame.
Incredible. Who the fuck makes functional buttonholes that large? Do you realize there's no machine that exists that cuts them that large?
It's great.
They're almost Milanese, right?
Yes.
Insane stuff.
You can get in and out of the car.
Beautiful car coat.
It's a beautiful car coat. Sometimes when you have the long overcoats that used to be in vogue many years ago below the knee, it was very hard to get in and out of cars with, and they weren't practical.
I love your shoes, by the way.
Oh, actually, I had them. There's a place, and I got to talk about shoes. There's a place in it was in Spain or something, and you actually can customize them and stuff. I didn't know what to wear today, and I figured I'd try these.
So what's next? My God, look at that. Piacenza cashmere.
And one of the reasons for coming up with these designs is I wanted the journey to continue because I appreciate, obviously, you and your team so much. And I wanted to have, functional clothes. I wanted to continue. Sometimes I start from a start point of the fabric and work backwards to where the design is. And then sometimes I come up with a design of trying to find the fabric. This is a running long stitch. Again, a different
Insane.
On
Insane. It is so good. So good.
This is obviously all hand done.
Yep.
And the fact that there's slight variation, not tremendous variation, and obviously it's a bespoke look.
Yep.
It's not machine done.
It is remarkable.
Beautiful.
I remember wearing this and it's so good. Now stand side on so we can see the sleeves. So good. Stand, show off your shoulders. Come closer and bend. Whips.
Yes.
Okay, now turn to the back.
Now you see my bald spot. But
No problem. Turn to the back. So good. Now show off your cuffs. Incredible, right? Just incredible.
It really is, the workmanship, thankfully with giving mock-ups, it leaves a little bit less interpretation than words would normally just give when something, but, your team and obviously you can even interpret conversation very well. And you don't need the mock-ups for most people, but because I'm coming up with stuff that is really completely my vision, the mock-ups help. Now, this was unusual.
Well, if we didn't have the mock-ups, there's no way you could describe to us, right? You'd have to sketch it and stuff, right?
And understandably, I was disappointed because
the thing is that one of the things you do mock-ups for Jay, you don't realize. I don't know if Jay. I think Jay does realize. Obviously, I don't know if the audience realizes how much you would pay a designer for each and every mock-up. You know what I mean? Yeah. You're talking about paying a designer about $2,500 to come up with a mock-up like that at minimum.
Now this was great. This was Piacenza cashmere.
Mm-hmm.
I went a little bit different on this. I did bellow
pockets, so good.
Pockets. Now, most pockets obviously are down here. I have plenty of jackets that have
Dude, this
stuff
is
like
sick.
that.
Come closer
And
so we can
also-
see the whip stitch on the
And
pockets
actually,
and the
the reason
collars.
why I did it is I'm a little bit wider. When you buy sport coats, there's usually called a drop number, drop 6, drop 7,
Yes.
drop 8. I'm just saying for the. So normally that is the difference between your jacket size and your pant size. Normally, like a 40
Can you see
jacket
how
is a
much we've done?
34 waist or
That's
whatever
right.
it is, and that's kind of a drop 6. I
He's the
have,
king, man.
if
That's
I
right.
wore a
I'd like to
38
see.
jacket, I'm supposed to wear like a 32
don't
or
care,
31
doesn't
pants. I'm
matter.
slightly larger than that. So in this case, what I did was I felt that this would draw attention more to the top. Now, I'm not fat. I'm 145 pounds or 145. I felt that this would give, and I'm slight up top, it would give more of a focus up here as a change of pace rather than down here.
Bro, you are the king of kings. The king of kings. There's no guy like you. No one has a wardrobe like you.
Beautiful, the great buttons here. Hidden.
Puff Daddy and who's the other guy? The guy that I met that I partied with at the LV party? The Kardashian Maria. Kanye. Puff Daddy and Kanye don't have anything on you, brother.
And a beautiful fly front that hides the buttons. Beautiful craftsmanship all the way around.
Just nutty stuff, right? Piacenza, Cashmere.
Piacenza.
Again, a reminder, not only are we doing the most outrageous stuff, the most unique stuff, we're using the world's most expensive fabric and everything is done by hand.
And this is baby cashmere. Okay. And then
Now I knew it.
last-
The last one.
This is the last of the jacketing stuff. We'll go quick, pull out a few shirts, or maybe we'll just go visual through the shirts. And then this was
Nutty, the sailor's jacket, the captain's jacket, the navy double-breasted blazer, a true navy blazer. Forget the color.
And it's funny, sometimes on the live, you really can't, as good as the live is, you can't appreciate it when you get in. Obviously, when you get the DHL package, it's like Christmas. You want to open up, it's like opening up the gift on Christmas morning.
But this was Piacenza that we ordered for you, right?
Yes, this,
And this is Jay's second ever gift to you, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you
get
give,
the garments.
yeah.
As beautiful as it looks on the live, when you get the garments, it's radiant.
Mm-hmm. And the bellow pockets, the sailor stripes,
Pocket,
and the shoulder stripe.
beautiful herringbone.
Incredible sailor stripes. Pull the bellow pockets, step forward, pull the bellow pockets. And then show off your shoulder stripes as well. And Marzoni buttons. Okay, keep that jacket on. Now take us quickly dressed through your shirt rack.
Right, now again, obviously I have a lot of jackets and stuff like that, so I can experiment and have fun with things. Let me get take the phone off the, my stand, my setup here. Okay. I showed you the ties. Sam's metal stays in here.
Incredible stuff. Sam Tailor metal stays.
Okay.
You want to pull those out real quick?
Pocket squares.
I don't think I've ever sent anybody those except for you.
Most of these, they're built in.
Yeah. Can you pull them out and show off the Sam Tailor on them?
Absolutely. Wait a minute, sorry. So in the collar of shirts, the point going down, this keeps the collar nice and crisp. Most of the time, either they have none or they have built-in nylon or plastic ones, which suffices. Sometimes when you get shirts, they have a slit for you to remove them.
Some incredible ties we've made you. Can we just go back to the ties real quick?
Oh, absolutely, yes. So we have a beautiful velvet. I think Tarzan designed this.
Mm-hmm. I love that one there in the center. Let's pull that out.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll pull this one out.
Beautiful, right? Just insane beautiful.
And again, this is cashmere. I I have one actually matching the green wine jacket. It's just in another spot. Then a beautiful velvet tie.
Can we take
Coming out a little bit more.
Can we take a look at the tags that you create for every garment?
Tags. I'm sorry. Oh,
the tags that you create.
Yeah. Let me get to that in a moment. Okay. So then we have some shirting here.
Mm-hmm.
Ones that we just did. Well, for one thing, the morning trousers.
Yep. And the world's most expensive shirts.
We have some great shirting here.
Incredible stuff, Art. Incredible. We have pure cashmere shirts, insane super count cotton shirts.
This was Xenia sporting coat fabric. This was Latali Barbaris.
Mm-hmm.
This was Xenia, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
These are great linen shirts that Tarzan worked on with me. A whole bunch of, great.
Art, you have done amazing today. I want to thank you so much on behalf of myself.
I'm going to put my phone down for 1 second. I want to show everyone how I'm a bit OCD. I'm going to show you how I do my clothes.
You have done great, Art. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Okay, I'm not sure if I can. Let me just see. Wait a minute.
Yeah. Love it.
And I have them in
Art creates a label for everything, describing the piece and the date, the works. So good. You are the king of kings. Thank you so much, my dear friend. You better take a seat and take a bow. Take a bow, take a bow, take a bow.
It was a two-hour live. I loved every moment of it.
We will get on a stream soon, you, me, and Jay, to keep working on Jay's